welcome back to the channel. My name's Michael and today we're going to have a bit of a chat about SuSCon placement. Grub pressure in the last couple of years has been pretty significant and it's been on the rise in some areas. We're getting a lot of feedback about the poor performance of grub control products in paddock, and we're here today to chat a little bit about placement and how critical placement of your SuSCon is for the control of greyback cane grubs in sugarcane. So SuSCon's a slow release granular product, so it only releases a small amount of imidacloprid at a time. So that means that the concentration of that imidacloprid, or the pellets that contain the imidacloprid, need to be right in order for there to be a lethal dose being released over that period of time. If we spread our pellets too wide, the grubs are able to get down and through the band because we're not getting sufficient concentration of the active ingredient in an area that we're trying to target. So typically up here in the Burdekin, we're banding our SuSCon in plant cane at this sort of sizing, and we're placing it into the base of the cutaway. Now, if we come over and have a quick look at the cutaway that we have here on this property, our cutaway is actually around about 40 centimetres or 400 millimetres wide. SuSCon really needs to be applied, according to the label, at 150 millimetres to 200 millimetres wide. So when we're placing our pellets into that cutaway, we're spreading across the full width of the 400 millimetres. Essentially, we're diluting by 100%. So we're half the concentration we need to be. We need to concentrate on pulling that application band back to 200 millimetres. Now that in this situation is the width of this set of pliers. So if we have a look at this compared to what the cutaway is, it'll really show you how we're dispersing those pellets far too broadly. So once we've applied our SuSCon into our cutaway, we're then throwing soil over the top in the hill up operation. Now another thing that a lot of people don't consider is the depth and the height of the hill. So we need to be really, really mindful about how much soil we're throwing on top of the band. And this is critical because the eggs are laid in the soil surface. So if we put our SuSCon band too deep, as that grub burrows, it's feeding on the secondary roots on the way down and growing, and then it's too large by the time it hits the SuSCon band for there to be an effective dose to kill it. And it will get through and survive that, or a large percentage of them will, and we'll still see damage. And we're seeing that happening quite a lot. With your hill up operation, you optimally want about 250 mil of loose soil, as we have here, to compact down to about 150-200 mils of cover. Thanks for coming on the journey with us today, guys. Click like and subscribe on the page to get more agronomic updates and interesting information from Farmacist. We're going to try and grow this channel, guys, so share the love around. This information's out there for all of you, and hopefully you've learnt something interesting today.